So I showed you how to drip directly onto the atomizer,
Mhm.
and then how to use the carts. Did you have a preference as to which of those two?
Well, I've purchased some of those carts, I guess you call them,
Mm-hmm.
with my 901, which I haven't got yet, but I also dripped onto the thing, and I don't know, I kind of like the dripping onto the bridge, I guess it's called,
Onto the atom. Okay.
and I did that too, and I kind of like that. I wasn't real sure if I should leave the filter in. Some of them have little filters in the mouthpiece,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess I tried it both ways. I think both ways with it. And I don't think the filter is substantial enough that you can tell a big difference to me.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you can. I mean, from what I understand, you can do it both ways
Yeah.
too. That's not really an issue.
Yeah.
Um. So, have you noticed? Do you smoke any less cigarettes a day now? Do you think, or have you noticed any kind of substantial drop off there?
I'm not really sure. I probably smoke about the same right now.
Okay.
But I'm really new still
Well, sure.
doing this. And I think it'd be a good thing if I get some of my breath back. That'd be a
Oh,
great
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, and just like you said, I mean, if you're charging both batteries at, a night,
Yeah.
every every time you every time you use that 510 or are going to use the 901 in the
Mhm.
future, that's one less cigarette you've smoked right
Yeah,
there.
right.
And that's something to build on.
That's right.
It really is.
Yeah.
And I think it's great. Like I've told you before, it took me over 2 months before I fully got rid of the analog cigarettes.
Yeah.
So there's no pressure there at all.
I think I'm headed in the right direction with it. I'm going to give it a good shot. And
Yeah, and that's all you can do.
Yeah.
And you can do it.
yeah.
You can do it if you, like you said in the last video. If you put your mind to it, you'll get it done.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
right.
totally believe that.
It'd be a lot easier than running out in a snowstorm or fretting about if you don't have so many packs and all that.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have this stuff right there.
Oh yeah.
So that's a little bit of a thing that eases your mind too.
Oh sure.
Have to run out and go buy them all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Just walk up to the charger, pull it out, and
Right.
you're good to go.
You're set. That's a really big plus right there.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Um, so I gave you a handful of websites to check out too. Did you spend much time looking at any of those sites?
I did. As you know, you gave me a list of them, and I don't know what happened, a brain fart or something. I left the list here,
Right.
but we talked on the phone, and I've checked out quite a few of the sites and stuff, and want to do some more exploring on that.
Oh,
and,
sure.
And hopefully today I will remember to take the list home with me.
We will, yeah, we'll tape it to the door or something.
Yeah. Pin it on my shirt.
No doubt, the list will be coming home today.
That's right.
Well, that's great. And you found them helpful, I'm guessing then. I mean, if you found
Yeah.
a place to get a 901. And,
Right. Yeah, I went to e-cig supply, and
Okay.
that's where I ordered it from, and patiently waiting for it to get there. Hopefully tomorrow, which is Monday or Tuesday, I'll have it.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I hope so too. That would be great. So I asked for anybody if they had any questions to
Mhm.
ask you
Okay.
for this show, and I did. There was a couple I'd like to go ahead and ask you
Okay.
real quick. If that's okay.
Sure.
Okay, this one is from Sonia Tech 1, and she would just like to know which level of nicotine is working for you.
You mean the milligrams?
Right, what milligram of nicotine.
Okay, Sonia. Well, I like the more powerful ones. I had some 24 milligram, and I had some 36, and both of those seem stronger than my cigarettes that I normally smoke. So I think that's where my choice would be, the 24 or the 36. They seem to satisfy my nicotine fits a lot better. So that's what I would say about that.
Okay. And here's one from Julie 27278. Do you find yourself reducing analog use, or do you mostly use it just at times where you can't smoke?
Julie, most of the time, And like I said, I've only been doing this 2 weeks now, but most of the time I do this. I use the e-cigs when I'm sitting in my chair watching a sporting event or whatever, in the evening. So right now I would say I'm probably still smoking about the same of the regular cigarettes, but like I was saying, I found that the stronger milligram of juices are actually a lot stronger than my cigarettes. So that may be something, for me to keep in mind too. Use the stronger juices and make the real cigarettes weaker and weaker as time goes on. So
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay. In addition to those questions, before we started on this, I kind of showed you around to a couple of the forums where I posted the links to the last video. And if you get a chance to go back and look at those sometime soon, I just think you'd be pretty encouraged. There's quite a few real reassuring, nice, comments and offerings of support, and people are really standing behind you to, to do your best, and people are really looking out for you.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
great.
That's great.
I will definitely check those out. And I also want to tell you that I talked to a woman at work about e-cigarettes and told her about eCigSupply.com, and I think she's definitely interested. She told me they had some bills to catch up on first, so maybe there's somebody there that we can get to trying those out too. So
well, that's that's awesome. You're 2 weeks in and you're already finding new converts, and
work is very funny about people that smoke cigarettes. They want to push you off in the distance. They have us walking a long ways to go smoke at work, and I imagine I will still have to do that even if it's an e-cigarette or not, but still, it's still might be the better way to go eventually.
sure. And then truth be told, even if you still have to walk however far it is to vape, that walk is going to get easier over time.
Right. It's not getting easy now with the cigarettes.
No, I'm sure it's not.
No.
I'm sure it's not. Okay. Okay. Normally around this time is where we would, kind of throw out a closing, get some final thoughts, and call it a day.
Yeah.
But not today. We have a surprise ending.
Oh, okay.
You gotta love surprise endings.
Oh, you do? It's a surprise to me.
Twist.